Winter's coming, and so are the babies. Let's build some rabbit nesting boxes. Hey friends, welcome back to the Renewed Homestead. I'm Ben, and yeah, we need to build some nesting boxes for our rabbits. We are in the process of moving the rabbits into their smaller cages, but it's just going to work out better, and there's some reasons behind that, and we're going to bring you along for that as well in a future video. But right now, I need to get some boxes ready for the rabbit mamas, because we have 2 rabbits due in about a week. Yeah, about a week, well, less than a week, so we need to get these done. And you know, it's not absolutely necessary, but you know, it's good for the rabbits. There's mesh wire underneath their feet, so that the poop and pee can fall out, and you know, we collect that and use that in the garden and on all of our plants. But the boxes also allow some relief for their feet when they want to get off that wire. It's not bad, and they don't seem to mind, but they do like getting on the boxes. And the babies, you know, the mamas will pull out their fur, build a little nest for the babies, and we you know, we'll put some wood shavings or something in there as well to help insulate, and it contains them. That way they're not wandering out, getting cold. But then we're also putting a board across the top, and you'll see. But that way, as the babies get bigger and get more demanding on mama, she can get on top and get away from them. So, you know, it's kind of good all the way around. And too, when it's getting colder out and rabbits do not mind the cold, they've got a roof over the top, they'll be sheltered. But you know, little creature comfort. You know, rabbits in the wild dig into burrows and they hunker down. Well, this kind of gives them a chance to do that, you know, mimic a burrow. But anyway, so what we've got, and it's all out of scrap, it's just 1/2-inch plywood, 17.5 by 13.5, and that's just small enough that I can get it slipped in the cage door and back into the side of the cage where we want them to fit. Anything bigger, and well, you can't do anything bigger because the door's not big enough. So I've got the scrap 1/2-inch plywood. And now I've already built 3 of these. I'll give you the heads up, but I wanted to bring you along once I kind of perfected my model. No, it's not perfect, but it works well, and it's pretty easy to accomplish. I can hammer one of these out in about 20 minutes. You know, once I found all my tools, once I found all the scrap that I need, 20 minutes. Finding all that, well, we're not going to go there. Anyway, so I was helping on a project at a friend's house, and they had some scrap. They were using these, it's material for siding, for inside. Well, you could do it inside or outside. I wouldn't do it outside, but yeah, just decorative wood pieces. They're tongue and groove, so they actually fit together. They said, hey, we're not going to do anything with these. Do you want it? Yeah, free wood. I mean, it's beautiful, almost completely knot free. This is a perfect project for it. About 1/2-inch thick. They'll fit together. I've already cut some. I've got a couple more I've got to cut. And once I cut that, I'm going to cut you off because I need to turn on my air compressor. You won't be able to hear anything, and there's no reason to have the camera rolling while the air builds up. I could do it now, but you know, some of you might want to watch me cut this stuff. So let's get to cutting. I've got 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. All right, last cut for this one. All right, so those were the final 2 cuts. I'll get the air compressor out and we'll set up and we'll just build it right here. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So I'm dry fitting this together. Just make sure, just to make sure. I mean, I know that it's gonna fit. And I'm not worried about it being a little bit cockeyed. This isn't a showpiece. This is for the animals to use. And it's gonna get chewed on and it's gonna get peed on, and eventually you'll have to build new ones. But these will last several years, I'm quite sure. One thing I want to point out, like I said, these are decorative pieces for designing and stuff. So it's got these ridges in here for an element of whatever you want to call it. It's also got a smooth side, and that is what I'm going to put into the animals, because also, the grooves are going to catch poop and pee and food and straw and all that. So we'll put the smooth side in, and yeah, we're going to staple this thing together now. I'm using their 18 gauge 1.25" staples. Now I know sometimes they will shoot out. That's one thing you want to be aware of if you ever shoot with an air gun. Don't have your hands close, because those nails or staples can actually bend out. You don't really want to run one of those through your finger. I haven't done it, but I've seen it happen. Well, let's get this thing put together. I'll show you what we've got. Church bell. All right, now before I staple the bottom to this, I'm going to take the circular saw. I'm cutting off at this ridge right here because it's that much too tall to fit inside the door of the cage. So the other thing you're probably asking is why the short piece? Well, it's just about the same width as that top piece I was talking about. That will go on top. Babies can be inside. Mama can hop up here and get a break, right? So anyway, little stability in there, support for the ledge. We're looking good. I don't know if you can see it right here. Right at my finger, that's where a staple shot through. That's what I was saying. If you have your hand covering and that comes through, yeah, that'll go right down to the bone, and that, no. Just be careful. Let's get the circular saw. As with a lot of my tools, this is Grandpa's Craftsman 7-inch circular saw. They don't even make the blades for them anymore. I'm having to use, I think this is a 6.5 that, sorry, sawdust in the eye, not tears. 6.5-inch blade that I've got at Harbor Freight to fit this, so it's a little bit smaller than what it can possibly handle. But yeah, I've not been able to find 7-inch blades anymore, but still works great. Heavy as can be. I have been just setting this on the ground to cut it, but I haven't been recording, so this way you can watch. You got a little sweat bee flying around there. I hope he's not buzzing too loud in the microphone. Yeah, I am gonna have to set this on the ground. That's too high. It's not safe. All right, let's put the bottom on. Guess I don't need these. All right, so there you go, simple rabbit nesting box. Now I'll go get that in there. I got to get the other two put together and we should be good. And like I said, watch out for that coming video of the redesign of our rabbit hutch center, whatever you want to call it. But appreciate you coming along. Hope you're all doing well. We appreciate the prayers. Get to the bottom of the screen, hit a thumbs up, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Share us if you would, and get over to RenewedHomestead.com/shop. Get you a hoary knife. You need it. You need it. Fall is coming, so you still got a lot of gardening to do out there. And we can still dig comfrey root, so if you want to get some comfrey root, we can still get that for you. So that's about it. But again, keep up the prayers for one another and for us. Still have some things going on that we could really use your prayers, and we appreciate them. And at some time in the future, we'll be able to tell you what's going on. So, all right, take care, everybody. God bless. We'll see you on the next video. Bye.
Make it so.